So after I did the last video on how I turned a $1.97 offer into an extra 6 figures the following year in my business, I was requested to actually show you guys what that funnel looks like. And so right now, if you're trying to decide whether or not you need to do a Black Friday offer that is going to give you a cash infusion, or whether you are trying to determine whether you should do a Black Friday offer that is going to put buyers or new buyers on your list, okay? Now, the strategy that I'm about to outline, my whole goal, total transparency, was to put new buyers onto my list, but I wanted to go for volume because I'm actually going to keep that a secret right now. I'm going to show you why I wanted to go for volume, because as I'm going to draw this out, you'll actually see why I wanted to do things the way that I actually did them. So let's see if I can get rid of that. Auto minimize. There we go. Okay. So the first thing that I did was I had an offer for $1.97. Now, if you go back and watch the video, I explain why that $1.97 offer actually made me the laughing joke of a lot of coaching Facebook groups. Now, I didn't really care because I knew what I was doing. But I think that for total transparency, I need to kind of go into why this worked so well. So this Black Friday offer was specifically for my warm audience only. It was not to go to a cold audience. And at this point, now this was back in 2019 going into 2020, okay? So I had been online for a year. I had an audience size, probably 10,000 people in my warm audience. I had my $7 program. I had my agency. I had another high ticket program. But I wanted to kind of shift that high ticket program into something else. And we're going to talk a little bit about that here in a little bit. But the one thing that I want you guys to understand is that this offer right here was going to be going to only my warm audience. And at this point, I had not started running Facebook ads to get people into that $7 program. I had not started running ads for my own business. I was only running ads for my client's business, okay? So that's super, super important for you to understand. So this offer was built to only go to my warm audience. Now, what this offer actually was a live workshop, okay? Now, this was a live workshop that was going to happen in the future. I did not have, as a matter of fact, I did not have any part of this funnel pre-recorded or pre-created, okay? This was something that I came up with because I wanted to test something. I'll actually just go ahead and draw this whole thing out. So that $1.97 offer actually went to another $7 offer that was going to give people access to 4 live workshops, okay? Now, again, these were going to happen in the future. Now, what I really want to explain is that these 2 workshops right here were going to be live workshops of what I have in my high ticket. So whenever I was promoting this $1.97 offer, I was telling people, hey, you are literally going to get something that people have been paying $1,000 to see, okay? That was no BS. Now, here's something that I think is important for me to tell you guys is that I had a history at this point of giving a lot of value for very little money, okay? I had the reputation. So whenever I told my warm audience that, hey, I'm going to give you a lot of value for $1.97, and I'm actually going to give you guys something that I usually give my private clients who pay me $1,000, people actually believed me, okay? So not saying that this strategy is going to work for you, but it worked for me so well because I had already built up that rapport with my current clients, okay? Then that $7 offer, you guys are going to love this. So it actually went to a $197 offer. And this gave you, so you guys are, some of you guys who've been with me for a while, you guys are going to see where this is going. So this is actually going to give you 1 month of coaching with me. Okay. Now, the significance of me putting this at the end of the funnel was I wanted to test to see if I could switch my high ticket offer into a membership model. Okay. Because my $7 offer was doing so well. Now I'm not talking about this $7 offer. I'm talking about my $7 a month offer. So this is what the funnel looked like. So I literally did a 2-step post. I posted it on my Facebook profile. I said, hey, this Black Friday, I'm giving away something that is worth $1,000. It is my client accelerator ecosystem. This is something that my clients have been paying me $1,000 to see, but this Black Friday, you can get access to that same information for $1.97. Do you want it? And I had all of these people raise their hand. Now, this was a very big undertaking for me because I love 2 steps. You guys know that I love having conversations. I thought I was going to get maybe 200 or 300 people to buy. We ended up getting, I want to say like over 400 people raising their hand. It was me and my wife were literally like commenting, hey, here's the page. And so when people would opt in and buy the $1.97, they would get pitched, hey, do you want to sit in on 4 more live workshops where Laurel's going to be doing XYZ? It's going to come with Q&A for only $7. Of course, that was a no-brainer offer. And then this was the offer that everyone freaking loved. And that validated that, hey, people were willing to pay me $1.97 for 1 month of coaching. And so this was this was setting the stage for what was going to eventually become my premium membership, which, as you guys know, when I first launched it, I launched it at $1.97 per month. Now in this funnel, I was only selling 1 month for $197 because I didn't want to commit to it yet. I did not know if I was going to actually like this. Okay. And that's very important. And so Black Friday is that opportunity for you to do something that's a little different, that you could test the waters with a beta. Now, the main question that people have been asking me is, Laurel, should I launch a Black Friday offer that's going to give me a cash infusion or that's going to add buyers to my list? I'm going to tell you this. If you want a cash infusion offer, I would probably do something that is going to give you more cash infusion. So if at this point, I didn't need a cash infusion. I just wanted to add more buyers to my list and I wanted to test this other thing at the end of the funnel. Notice I didn't directly say, hey, I'm going to give away 1 month of coaching with me for $197. I wanted people to come through the funnel. I wanted to see if I could funnel a huge percentage of people in from the $1.97 to the $7. I will say this, if I remember correctly, this had an 80 to 90%. Almost everyone that bought the $1.97 bought the $7 package. And a very large percentage of people bought the $197. I want to say it was like something like 50%. It was like 40 or 50% of people actually bought that $197 offer. So this was great validation. And so I just want to tell you guys, like, utilize Black Friday in a way that feels very cohesive to you and your style, right? Don't do a cash infusion offer if you don't want to have to deliver something of a high caliber like that. If you want to just add buyers to your list, go with a fun, stupid, cheap offer that's going to add buyers to your list. One of the best things that I discovered, and this is something that my mentor actually helps me discover. Let's see if I can erase this. So for every $7 buyer, like for my $7 program, let me see. There we go. For every buyer that I get onto my list, and this is proven over 3 years of data. So if I go here, for every person that bought my $7 program, they are worth $350+ That is my average. That is my average value per customer. Okay. That's super important for you to know. So my mentor was like, hey, if you do something very, very similar, but do something a little bit lower, right? Like $1.97, you're going to add more buyers to your list. And if remember, my average value per buyer is about $350. Now, of course, because this is a $1.97 offer, it's going to bring down the value of this, but still every single buyer that comes through my door on average is worth $300. And so for me, it makes sense to keep putting out these low ticket offers because all of the things that happen within those those low ticket offer ecosystems graduates people to something that they're going to buy. Like almost every single person, as a matter of fact, we'll even talk numbers here. Like every person, let's see, I want to say it's 73, 74%, and it fluctuates, right? That's the whole thing. But 73% of people who buy my $7 a month offer buy something else from me, whether that's a $17 offer, whether that's a power hour, whether that's my Lean on Laurel program, whether it's my $90, but over 70%. I definitely can say that with certainty. Over 70% of people who buy my $7 program buy something else from me. So that's what makes my buyers list so valuable. And so a lot of people that ask me, hey, can you promote this to your buyers? I am very, very cautious with what I promote to my buyers because I have a very, very dialed in system, and my buyers know I'm never going to email them just for anything. So anyway, I hope that you guys got a lot of value out of this video. I know this was a little off the cuff, but you know what? Most of my videos are off the cuff. So hopefully you got a lot of value out of this. Maybe you're doing the math. If you guys have any questions, drop them below this video. If you guys want to jam with me on something like this, we've got a coaching call coming up in the $7 program next Monday. Go to addcoachingfor7.com, enlist in my $7 a month program, and you will get access to 2 live Zoom coaching calls every single month, plus weekly Q&A with me, so you can get your shit done. I'll